Henry Ford, an American industrialist and business magnate, revolutionized the automobile industry with his innovation, vision, and determination. Born on July 30, 1863, in a rural town in Michigan, Ford's journey to becoming the founder of Ford Motor Company was filled with obstacles and triumphs. In this account of his life, we will delve into the events that shaped Ford's character, his struggles, and the perseverance that led him to create the groundbreaking automobile company we know today. Early life and education. Born on a farm in Dearborn, Michigan, Henry Ford was the eldest of 6 children. His father, William Ford, was an immigrant from Ireland, while his mother, Mary Littlegot Ford, was of Belgian descent. From a young age, Ford exhibited a keen interest in mechanics and engineering, often tinkering with machinery on the family farm. In 1879, at the age of 16, Ford left the farm to pursue his passion for mechanics in Detroit. He began his career as an apprentice at the Michigan Car Company, a manufacturer of railroad cars. After completing his apprenticeship, Ford continued working in various engineering positions across several companies, including Westinghouse, where he became a certified steam engineer. Initial inventions and failures. Ford's first foray into the automotive world came in 1896 when he built the quadricycle, a horseless carriage powered by a gasoline engine. This early invention marked the beginning of Ford's journey towards revolutionizing the automobile industry. In 1899, Ford, along with a group of investors, founded the Detroit Automobile Company. However, due to high costs and low-quality vehicles, the company failed within 2 years. Undeterred, Ford tried again in 1901 with the Henry Ford Company, but disagreements with his investors led to his departure. Founding of Ford Motor Company. In 1903, with the backing of a new group of investors, Ford founded the Ford Motor Company. This time, his vision was clear: to produce high-quality, affordable cars for the masses. The first car produced by Ford Motor Company was the Model A, followed by the Models B and C. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T, which would become one of the most iconic cars in history. The Model T, also known as the Tin Lizzie, was durable, easy to maintain, and most importantly, affordable. It was the vehicle that put America on wheels and changed the way people lived, worked, and traveled. The assembly line and mass production. Ford's innovative approach to production transformed the automobile industry. He introduced the assembly line in 1913, which revolutionized manufacturing by significantly reducing production time and cost. Ford's assembly line allowed workers to focus on specific tasks, enabling them to produce cars at an unprecedented rate. This, in turn, led to lower prices and greater accessibility for consumers. By 1924, Ford Motor Company was producing a Model T every 24 seconds, with over 15 million sold by 1927. This mass production enabled Ford to pay his workers a living wage, famously offering $5 per day, double the average pay at the time. This not only improved the lives of his employees, but also created a new middle class, who could now afford to purchase the very cars they helped produce. Challenges and controversies. Despite his successes, Ford faced several challenges and controversies throughout his career. He was known for his anti-Semitic views, which were published in his newspaper, the Dearborn Independent. Additionally, Ford's strict control over his employees, including the use of a sociological department to monitor their private lives, drew criticism. Later years and legacy. Henry Ford stepped down as president of Ford Motor Company in 1919, passing the reins to his son, Edsel Ford. However, he remained involved in the company's operations and continued to influence its direction. In 1926, Ford introduced the Model A, which replaced the Model T and marked the beginning of a new era in automobile design. During the Great Depression, Ford Motor Company faced financial difficulties, and Henry Ford returned to the role of president in 1943 after Edsel's untimely death. Under his leadership, the company shifted its focus to wartime production, contributing to the manufacturing of airplanes, tanks, and other military equipment. Henry Ford passed away on April 7, 1947, leaving behind a legacy of innovation, determination, and the democratization of the automobile. His vision and groundbreaking ideas transformed not only the automobile industry, but also the way people lived and worked in the early 20th century. Ford's impact on society and the economy cannot be overstated. By making automobiles accessible to the masses, he helped create a mobile society where people could travel greater distances for work and leisure. The growth of suburbs, the expansion of the highway system, and the rise of the American middle class can all be traced back to Ford's innovations. Moreover, Ford's assembly line production techniques revolutionized manufacturing across multiple industries, making mass production a cornerstone of modern industrial economies. His commitment to worker welfare and fair wages also contributed to the development of labor rights and standards that persist to this day. Ford's influence on other industries. Henry Ford's innovations did not only revolutionize the automobile industry, but also had a far-reaching impact on other sectors. His assembly line concept was soon adopted by other industries, such as electronics, food processing, and textile manufacturing. Ford's principles of standardization, specialization, and synchronization paved the way for a new era of industrial efficiency and productivity. Furthermore, Ford's contributions to the aviation industry should not be overlooked. In the late 1920s, he founded the Ford Airplane Company, which produced the Ford Trimotor, also known as the Tin Boose. This aircraft was instrumental in the early days of commercial aviation, providing a reliable and efficient means of transport for passengers and cargo. Philanthropy and education. In addition to his business pursuits, Ford was also committed to philanthropy and education. He believed in the power of knowledge and self-improvement and sought to make education accessible to everyone. In 1916, he established the Henry Ford Trade School, which provided vocational training to underprivileged young men, teaching them valuable skills in mechanics, drafting, and other trades. Ford also founded the Edison Institute, now known as the Henry Ford, in 1929, an educational institution that includes the Henry Ford Museum, Greenfield Village, and the Benson Ford Research Center. This expansive complex showcases the history of American innovation, industry, and technology, and serves as a testament to Ford's belief in the importance of education and preserving the past for future generations. Environmental consciousness. Though not widely recognized, Ford was an early advocate for environmental conservation and sustainability. He believed in the efficient use of resources and was deeply concerned about the potential depletion of natural materials. Ford experimented with using agricultural products, such as soybeans, in automobile production to create more sustainable materials. He also had a strong interest in sustainable agriculture, promoting organic farming practices and investing in research to improve crop yields. Ford's commitment to conservation and environmental responsibility demonstrated a forward-thinking mindset that was ahead of its time. Family life and personal beliefs. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Henry Ford's personal life and beliefs also played a significant role in shaping his legacy. Ford married Clara Jane Bryant in 1888, and together they had one son, Edsel Bryant Ford. Clara provided unwavering support to Ford throughout their marriage, and her understanding and encouragement played a vital role in his success. Ford was a firm believer in self-reliance, hard work, and perseverance. He once famously said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." This quote encapsulates Ford's attitude towards life, believing that mindset and determination were key factors in achieving success. Ford's vision extended beyond his company, as he was a proponent of world peace and advocated for international cooperation. He organized and financed the Peace Ship Expedition in 1915, an attempt to bring together international leaders and negotiate an end to World War I. Although this effort was ultimately unsuccessful, it demonstrated Ford's commitment to promoting peace and diplomacy. Influential relationships. Throughout his life, Ford maintained a close relationship with Thomas Edison, a fellow inventor and entrepreneur. The two shared mutual admiration and respect for each other's work and innovations. Edison played a significant role in inspiring Ford's pursuit of the gasoline-powered automobile, and their friendship lasted until Edison's death in 1931. Another influential figure in Ford's life was his mentor and former employer, James Couzens. Couzens, a savvy businessman, was instrumental in the formation and early success of Ford Motor Company. He was an essential partner and advisor to Ford, helping to navigate the complexities of the rapidly growing automobile industry. Legacy in modern times. As we look back on Henry Ford's life and accomplishments, it is evident that his influence has left a lasting impact on the world. Ford Motor Company remains one of the largest and most successful automobile manufacturers globally, with the Ford brand synonymous with innovation, reliability, and quality. Ford's assembly line principles and the concept of mass production have been integrated into virtually every industry, shaping the modern global economy. His commitment to fair wages and worker welfare paved the way for labor rights and helped create a thriving middle class in the United States. Moreover, Ford's environmental consciousness and early sustainability efforts have become increasingly relevant in the modern era, as businesses worldwide seek to balance economic growth with environmental stewardship. Henry Ford's legacy is a testament to the power of innovation, determination, and vision. His life serves as a reminder that with hard work, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in progress, individuals can shape the world and leave an enduring impact for generations to come. Ford's interest in watches. As a young boy, Ford was fascinated with watches and clocks. He would often dismantle and reassemble them to understand their inner workings. This early curiosity laid the foundation for his passion for mechanics and engineering. Racing car driver. In the early years of his career, Henry Ford was a racing car driver. In 1901, he participated in a race at Grosse Pointe, Michigan, driving a car he designed and built himself. Ford won the race, which helped garner attention and financial backing for his future automotive endeavors. Ford's village industries. In the 1920s, Ford initiated the Village Industries Project, an experiment in decentralizing industry by establishing small factories in rural areas. This project aimed to create local employment opportunities, stimulate rural economies, and provide workers with a better quality of life. Some of these village industries included hydroelectric power plants, woolen mills, and soybean processing facilities. Fordlandia. In 1928, Ford established a large-scale rubber plantation called Fordlandia in the Brazilian Amazon. The goal was to produce rubber for Ford Motor Company vehicles, reducing dependency on foreign suppliers. However, Fordlandia faced numerous challenges, such as labor disputes, logistical issues, and plant diseases, ultimately leading to its abandonment in the 1940s. Ford's connection to Charles Lindbergh. Ford had a personal connection with famed aviator Charles Lindbergh. In 1927, after Lindbergh completed his historic non-stop flight from New York to Paris, Ford gifted him a custom-built Model A Roadster. Lindbergh visited Ford's Dearborn facility several times, and the two shared an interest in aviation and innovation. Vegetarian and teetotaler. Ford was a vegetarian and a teetotaler, abstaining from alcohol throughout his life. He believed in the importance of healthy living and promoted the benefits of a plant-based diet. Ford was also an advocate for physical fitness and exercise, encouraging his employees to adopt healthy habits. During the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927, one of the most devastating floods in U.S. history, Ford Motor Company played a crucial role in relief efforts. Ford provided vehicles, boats, and drivers to assist in rescue operations, helping to save thousands of lives.